Is this thing on?
Girl, leave the bag.
Okay.
It's been a while. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hey, what's going on, world? It's your girl Shy, and welcome back to the CheyTea podcast. Welcome back, friends. How y'all doing today?
Wow, that was quick.
I don't have a song in my mind right now.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can go ahead and sing a song.
No, it's already over now because you ruined it.
How did I ruin it?
Because you just cut it out and said, welcome back, friends.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah, the beat didn't even kick in yet.
I don't have a beat to
She
give.
didn't even give the time. Wow. Hey.
Anyways, how you guys doing?
How y'all doing?
That's good. Everybody's blessed. No stress.
Blessed, black, and highly favored.
Amen. God is good. God is
still
great.
Black History Month, my friends.
It is black. Listen, it's Black History Month every month. All right.
Period. It's Black
But
History Year.
Listen, it's blackety black.
Blickety black.
Blackety.
Blackest History Month.
Amen. So remember this and big up all the black people them outside.
Yeah.
We there.
Yeah.
We start the thing them.
Yeah.
Big up all the Jamaican them because all walk
Yeah.
one, we run the world.
We run things don't run we.
What?
Are you dumb?
Cheese. See, that's what we need. That's
There
more
we go.
natural, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. I am your host, Cheyenne Shante.
And it's your girl, Alianora. You know the vibes?
We know the vibes. We're back.
Back in and better.
Been a while since we recorded, but
You know,
we did record an episode. And I was dying of sickness.
it won't see the light of day.
It won't see the light of day because I was dying of sickness. I really looked like I needed to go to my bed. And the second half of the episode, the
Take your time.
what's this called?
A microphone.
The sound, the vocals. The sound was terrible. And then there was no
I told her
sound.
that she needed to film, but she over here sniffling that coffin and talk about film.
I know. I was like, let's do it for the podcast. But then I looked at myself in the camera. I'm like, girl, go to your bed and take some Robitussin. Because all while gone, you look sick.
Girl was leaning up on the couch, sir.
Listen, I was out of it. I was mean. I was nice. Like, we had to reset the podcast.
If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm not in my head because, yeah.
Okay. I
Sometimes
realized.
I just want her to admit that, like, I'm right sometimes, and it's okay.
I didn't say you were right, but I
No, but
said
I
I
am.
was mean. So, okay, you're right when you say that I was mean, if you said that. But I was mean. But that's just because I was sick. Anyways, yeah, so that episode will not see the light of day. So that's fine.
It's okay.
But February is Februarying. How was your February? How was the beginning of your February?
Happy birthday. I mean, wow, cut that out because I said Miss.
You can just
Okay.
block that out.
Happy birthday, Miss Shantae. Woo!
Big up yourself anyway you're dead,
Big up
anyway you're dead.
yourself because the 1st of February is Miss Shantae Day. If you didn't know, now you know. The gal them was outside, body good, body right.
Amen.
Chocolate forever and ever. Yeah.
How you mean?
You know, happy Earth Strong. All you guys wish her happy Earth Strong, please and thank you.
Numero uno.
Period. Don't ask her how old she is because mind your business.
Yeah, relax. I mean, it's on my Instagram, but you can find out there. No, my birthday, I was sick 2 weeks before my birthday. Sick. And I was just so cheesed. I'm like, yo, if I do not feel better about my birthday, I am bodying somebody. So I was really sick. And then I slowly started to feel better. And literally, like, maybe the day before my birthday, I was like, I started to feel better. And I was like, thank goodness, because it would have been ghetto being sick on my birthday.
Facts.
But yeah, Bay planned a wonderful birthday weekend. He went all out for me, y'all. Like,
Not to y'all.
all out, okay? When I tell you this man, boy, oh boy, when I was starting to add up, because you know, girls just started adding up how much everything costs, I was like, damn, he got some money.
Got some coins.
Got some coins.
I've always said he was rich.
I tell him all the time he rich, and every day he tell me he broke. I'm like, no, you're not. He's like, well, I'm broke now. I'm like, it's okay. Big rich. Like it was so lovely. Like I had such a great day. First, we were gonna actually go away. Like we said, we were gonna go to Mexico for like 4 days.
Listen, I told her Mexico dreams were not happening.
No, the reason why it didn't happen, shoot, what was the reason?
It wasn't expensive?
No, I mean, it was expensive, but there was something. Oh, adulthood started adulting on us, and then Bay had to shift things with his vehicle, and yeah, I needed to get a new transmission. So I was like, it's okay, don't worry about it. So we ended up staying. He planned a whole weekend. We went to Niagara. So on the Thursday was my actual birthday. I'm giving you guys a birthday recap.
I know, that's what I'm laughing. This girl's giving us a whole birthday recap. Go ahead, girl.
Yeah, y'all deserve. Listen, take me 2 minutes. So on Thursday, my students surprised me, decorated the studio, had a happy birthday balloons and everything. And then they got me a cake. And the cake had the infamous picture of me and Christopher Maurice Brown alive. So I was so excited for that. Then I came home and then I was talking to you on FaceTime.
Miss Toya gave you flowers.
Yes, Miss Toya gave me flowers and for a gift card, my work bestie. Then I came home and I just saw a big old basket and it just had a whole heap of things in there. My eyes started sweating.
And I was laughing at her.
And he put the 33, my age. Anyways, he put the 33 balloons in the middle of the floor. And I was just like,
princess.
My man really loves me.
I really was laughing at her, guys, because my girl was been like, oh my God.
I cried.
I'm like ugly crying. I'm like, girl, fix up your teeth.
I was so happy. I was like,
you know what it is? I don't see Cheyenne cry often. So like I shouldn't laugh at her when she cries, but it's funny.
It's because I'm very like chilled and like not that my man doesn't do things for me, he does. But when he does do things, like he goes all out and he knows how to bring the waterworks.
No, yeah, I will say Tristan is a great gift giver. And like when he knows who you are, like he knows how to give you a present. He pays attention. Like when he gave me a little basket with a star BZ, I was like, wow, that's really nice.
I'm saying he pays attention. So because he pays attention to me, I'm like, I love him.
She's a little emotional. I just like laughing at her.
We had a little photo shoot. And then after that, the weekend we went to Niagara. Got us a nice hotel room with some jacuzzi bathtubs.
Not jacuzzi.
The jacuzzi. Me going out the jacuzzi bathtub because my back them up on me just a little bit. So the little jet skis were nice.
This girl said jet skis.
He brought us out to dinner. Like it was such a great relaxing weekend. I got a massage. Full body massage that I can do one more time again. Oh my goodness gracious. The way on my back just feel nice. Like my girl rubbed my foot them. I was like, wow.
Foot?
Yeah, man, bro. Everything. It was so nice. He dropped me off, said, this is your day to relax. I was like, so yeah.
Wow.
Have a nice
was
spooky.
loved.
Love you, baby.
Ew.
Hate her.
Yes, very much so. It's okay. It's soon my time soon. Don't worry, guys. I'll come out here talking the same thing about my man. But for now, no.
my hose. She's laughing, but she's serious. Anyways, yeah. So that was it. Then like a whole bunch of stuff has happened. So we can just give a rundown of like all the events.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram and TikTok, CheyTea Podcast everywhere. Like, comment, subscribe on our YouTube channel. Click the notification bell so you're notified every single time we upload. Give songs. So to throw that in there. You know the vibes, friends.
So we've had we've missed some things, but some big things were the Grammys. Do you watch your Grammys?
Did I watch it? I think I watched like a little bit of it. I know I watched a little bit of it with your mom. Like I didn't really like pay too much attention to it because like I mean when I know Christopher Maurice Brown is not performing, I don't care. So I watched a little bits and pieces.
Yeah,
maybe like more of the like the second half.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I watched it on Instagram, like because there wasn't any like performers that like made me like want to sit down and watch. Yeah. And like to be honest, like when it comes to like award shows, like I don't really watch it all the time. I think one time I sat down and watched it because I thought Chris Brown was performing. But
and then you got cheese because it
was a pump fake. I was like, wow, biggest pump fake alive. So yeah, I I tuned in afterwards. So I just started watching like the highlights and then just paying attention to like what were the standouts. So the standouts were as Killer Mike winning best hip hop album, best rap album. I guess that's what they call it. They call it rap album of the year. And a lot of the young ones were in a little bit of a tussle. And saying that they wanted, I guess, Travis Scott to win. But I don't know. I liked Killer Mike's album. I actually listened to that album.
I did not.
Yeah.
Should I be ashamed to say I didn't know who he was?
No, it's not a shame to say because he is.
I had no idea who he was.
Yeah, not a lot of people know who Killer Mike is, but he's very much have been. He's also like not just him being a rapper, but he's very much of being like known for being an advocate and like just always like rooting and assisting the Black community. Mm-hmm. So for him to win with this album,
I've seen his face. I didn't know he made music.
Yeah, with him to win with this album, it was great because this album he put all his money into it, funded it by himself.
I heard about that.
And like he was just like, I didn't get no help with this. Yeah. So it's good to know that he won with that album, and it's actually like it's really good.
I'll listen to it. I heard really good reviews about it.
Yeah, so. It's really good. Now comparing everybody, like that's the thing with the Grammys. Like some people will say, oh, mainstream versus like somebody who is really talented at what they do. So sometimes you expect the mainstream artist to win, and then when they don't win, you have something to say about it.
Yeah, but sometimes mainstream isn't always good. Like you have to remember, like your favorite mainstream artist can be putting out stuff, but it's not good.
It's not good music.
Like it's not good music at all.
It's not the best music.
Yeah, it's not the best music. Yeah, it's not the best music, and it's not their best work. Because they also like made the mistake of announcing like Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj winning, and then said psych, it was actually Killer Mike, and that was that brought the girls in a tussle.
Well, that's the thing. I think we'll get into that too, but I think just with Killer Mike with this specific award, besides that being in a people getting upset about that, a lot of like the streamers, K Sinet.
K Sinet. Yeah, I think
that's how you pronounce his last name.
That's how you pronounce it.
He was like
Kai or whatever.
Kai
Sinet? Something like that.
No, isn't it K?
Because I think it's Kai, but I think he pronounces it
Kai Sinet. Yeah, you're right. Anyways, K or Kai Sinet. Yeah. Little boy, the nice little boy who was sitting in his living room. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, in his bed, wherever he is.
Basement, same thing.
Cool. So, anyways, he thought that Utopia should have won by Travis Scott.
Yeah.
I personally listened to that song and I forgot about that album. Not that song. I listened to that album and I forgot about that album. That album to me wasn't that great. I think the one song that Travis Scott had with Drake is the one song that I remember. And then besides that, I don't remember that album.
I personally do not listen to Travis Scott. I've listened to his music before, but his music never interested me. So
yeah, so I didn't think it was that great, but overall, there was like people sharing their opinions. But for what you talked about now with Nicki Minaj, I will say this: I think they did that on purpose.
I think so too.
I think they did that on purpose because Nicki Minaj has been letting everybody know that the powers to be is run by computers and the folks that don't know nothing about the hip hop industry, let alone the music industry, the ones who are really tone deaf. So I think because she has been so vocal about how like they are running a ship that is hurting artists, I think that's why they did that.
Yeah.
It was to embarrass her because that's a big mistake.
That was a huge mistake. That was definitely to embarrass her because that's never happened in not that to my knowledge, that hasn't happened in, I don't think ever, or if it has,
I don't think they would have. It would have been just erased. To me, just erased. I don't know. And half of these awards aren't even televised. So
yeah,
it's crazy to know that happened and that they went about it and announced it that way.
That was crazy.
So That's just my humble opinion. And then the biggest takeaway of that night was Jay-Z.
Oh well, yeah. Sorry. Side note. I know you mentioned like performances, but Fantasia did a really good job. I watched her performance.
Yeah, I heard.
She
Yes,
did great.
Yes, I heard Fantasia,
and
she
we
did
need to
the
put some.
Tina Turner,
we need to
right?
put some respect on her name because she did that.
Fantasia
She
has
did
a
that.
wonderful voice.
Yeah, she ate that up.
Wonderful
She
voice.
ate it up, and she looked good. And yeah, that's when I remember that's when I came downstairs and I started watching it, and I saw her right when she started her performance, and I was like, yeah.
Fantasia has an amazing vocal range.
Yeah.
I just
That
heard the
was really
dancing
good.
could have, needed a little bit of work, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, she's a singer, okay, and my girl can sing.
Yeah, and she did that,
Yes.
so I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But back to Mr. Sean Carter.
Man, oh man, let me tell you, Jay-Z is my favorite rapper. That's my rapper. That's my favorite rapper in the world, okay? But when that man came up there and said what he said, I started laughing because it honestly is, I'll say this, I am not a Taylor Swift fan.
Not at all, and I've said it on this podcast, can't stand
I'm
her.
so sorry about it. No, I'm not. I am not sorry about it.
Not a fan.
I don't like her music. Like, I don't see what the big deal is.
You know what it is?
I don't see the talent.
You know the big hype? It's because she's a regular Caucasian woman who made it. That's all it is. Because when you and what I mean by that, quickly before people start attacking me, I mean in the sense of when you compare her to other artists who have made it with the big breasts and the big bums and the this and the that and the more attractive ones, Taylor Swift don't really compare to those women. And that's not anything against her, but because her physical appearance is the way it is, a lot of people are like, wow, I can really relate to her and gravitate towards her because she is just a regular white girl.
Yeah, she's not a sex symbol.
She's not a yes, exactly that. She's not a sex symbol.
Which is
and
cool.
She gravitates to more teenagers.
Right, which is dope.
Fine.
Which is dope. Like,
it's
don't
fine.
get me wrong, it's dope. But I just want to know, like, how long is she going to be able to portray this
Cutesy,
teeny bopper type of image? Because to me, at some point, you kind of have to like grow up with your
audience.
Like, you just have to grow with the audience, and to know that like she's still here, she's great, but she's 34 years old. Mm-hmm. And then you just kind of have to look around and just ask yourself, like, okay, so like when does she mature?
Yeah.
And I think again, like, if it has nothing to take away with the fact that she's like a white woman. That has nothing to do with it. Like, nothing at all. White, black, yellow, purple, pink. I just don't see the talent. Like, I don't really see I don't see what she does. I see that they try to like make her dibble dabble and do certain things. There was like one clip I saw on Twitter, and she was in like a sequins blue dress, and she had a chair and she was dancing, and it just kind of gave that like she's trying to be
something.
Like a Beyonce, and like trying to like get into a bag that she's not in. And it's no like I said, it's no diss to her, but I don't see.
She has like one song that I didn't know was her that actually sounded really good, and then somebody told me it was her. I'm like, no way, this is Taylor Swift. I'm like, she sounds kind of like grown. Yeah, I have no idea what the song is called, by the way, but if I hear it, I would know it. But like, she sounded like an adult, and I was like, okay, maybe if she sticks with this, this can go somewhere. No.
Yeah, no. And so for Jay-Z to say the speech at the Grammys of him just being like, Beyonce has so much Grammy awards. She's won so many awards, but she has not won Album of the Year.
Yeah.
Like, how is that the case? Mm-hmm. Like, how is it possible that she continues to get snubbed in that category, but she wins everything else except for that category?
Yeah.
Now, the one time where she should have won, I really, really thought she should have won was the year Adele won. And Adele went on stage and said that this is your album.
Yes.
This is your award, sorry.
Yes.
Because I personally, trust me, love Adele. I think Adele sounds amazing. I think she's great.
No, but that year should have been
Beyonce should have won.
Yeah.
So for it to continuously happen.
And numbers don't lie. We all know Beyonce, she does sold out tours worldwide. And her
Beyonce is her.
Beyonce is her.
Beyonce's her.
Anything Beyonce, whether you're a huge Beyonce fan or you're not, you know that her ish is going to sell, and she's that girl, and it is what it is. So for her not to win that award is wild.
Yeah.
And especially like for somebody who brings in the numbers, who brings in who even collects all these awards, it's like, so why hasn't she gotten this one?
And like, just to quote him, he said it. He's like, "We love y'all. We want y'all to get it right. I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than anyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work."
Yeah.
Like, it really doesn't work. So for the amount of times she's won awards, the amount of times she's won Grammys, like, she has the most Grammys, she's breaking records, but she's never won the Grammy that makes not makes the most sense. The Grammy that means the most.
The Grammy that means the most and the most that people get excited over.
Yeah, like Album of the Year is all around genres. Every album, whatever your genre is in that category. So it's weird that she doesn't win. And for him to say that, like, again, it's not like he's not going up there to cause a commotion, but if there was somebody to say it, I would want it to be Jay-Z, because he's so respected in this time.
Like, you can't, and who's gonna necessarily disagree with him in that sense to a man of his caliber? Because, like, be for real, the man was accepting a whole award and started talking about his wife and just the industry in itself, and like, you can't, whether you like Jay-Z or not, he don't really speak much. So when Jay-Z speaks, it's usually of something important and something that you need to be paying attention to.
And to be honest, like, I mean, I will say this because I just, just an opinion, and also something I heard. For Jay-Z to accept the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award, I have a theory, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I heard about it and I was like, this kind of makes sense too. I think that award was supposed to go to Diddy. Hear me out. Diddy gets nominated for a Grammy. Diddy was supposed to go to the Grammys. I think Diddy was supposed to do it big. I think Diddy was supposed to do everything. Because just, if you look at how Jay-Z came, and although he made a huge impact by saying what he said, if you look at how it was arranged, how like Beyonce came, Jay-Z came, and I mean, they did exactly what hip hop's supposed to do: come in there and get up and leave, as they should.
As you should.
But if you think about it, like, if you truly like think about it and you take it in, with Diddy and all the noise that's happened around his name, and then with him just being like, I'm going to the Grammys, because he was very vocal about it, very happy about it, dropped his album, did everything. Although he was nominated, I don't think he was going to win that Grammy, but I think he was supposed to win the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award.
You might be onto something. I didn't think about that.
Because he would have done it big.
And we also have to remember, Jay-Z don't come out his Jay-Z don't leave his house. When was the last time you saw Jay-Z at an award show?
At what I mean, he's impacted a lot,
but not as of lately. He's
what
more
have you
behind.
Done for me lately?
He's more behind the scenes in that sense. Like, music wise, he hasn't done anything lately. But if we're talking like in the past, it's different. But I feel like for right now and for this year to accept that award, I don't think Jay-Z necessarily should have gotten it. And again, Jay-Z doesn't go to award shows like that, so I didn't even think about that when I saw him. But due to obviously circumstances and certain events, Diddy obviously can't accept that, because he probably would have done something huge. And obviously they were like, okay, so who do we give it to?
It was his year, because there was a lot of things like the BET Awards. He did, he got his award there. Everything. It was Diddy's year.
It was Diddy's year,
and then
it just got snatched up because of all the things that
are occurring,
that are being alleged and stuff. So, Jay-Z is next in line.
I mean, Jay-Z's a great option, but I just think that wasn't supposed to go to him. I think it was supposed to go to Diddy.
No, I see that. Because again, and I think like he said, he talks a lot when he's nervous. So that's when he got into his little bag and started saying those things.
Oh, he said it. The man said, I speak the truth when I'm nervous. I was like, not the truth.
I was like, well, damn.
You know what's funny? Do you think, besides like all the great things that we've talked about, like your humble opinion, do you think the Grammys is overrated?
Yeah.
Why?
I feel like it's not what it used to be, and the substance behind it and the caliber of winning the awards don't really mean much like it used to. Because for me, prime example, again, like Taylor Swift, like, why do you have a Grammy? Like, where did this come from?
Taylor Swift has a Grammy. Like, as much as I don't like her, she has a Grammy because she has a fan base and she sells records.
Yeah.
And she has hits. But like you see someone like Miley Cyrus who won a Grammy.
But Miley Cyrus should have won a Grammy when she dropped it was a joke, but they're like, she should have won a Grammy when she dropped Party in the USA, when she dropped Wrecking Ball. Like,
that
where was
Party
her...
in the USA, I would agree with.
Yeah.
But everybody was singing Flowers.
Oh, no, whoa, I don't hate Miley Cyrus for winning that, because even I was singing Flowers. I was singing that song. That was a banger. Still sang about her breakup from years ago and made money off of it. And as you should, baby girl.
Right? So
that
like,
was a banger.
Me, like, respectfully, like, yes, I get that. But if I am saying, like, Taylor Swift, she does do numbers. She does make records that sell. And she does.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Have I been interested in anything that she's made lately? No. But that's not to say that she doesn't skyrocket and she doesn't like do great things. Yeah. But the reason why I ask is because there's so many great artists that don't have a Grammy, or their Grammy was never televised, like before we get into like the Super Bowl and stuff. But
yeah,
you know, like Snoop Dogg has never received a Grammy award ever.
Oh my gosh.
Never received a Grammy. And he has 30 plus years in the industry and never received a Grammy.
That's crazy.
You have Usher, who's won, I believe, 8 Grammys, and never got to thank a Grammy audience live.
He's never got to thank a Grammy audience live?
It's always, all the awards that he's won has never been... I'm saying, all the awards he's won has never been televised.
That's crazy.
He's won 8.
I know we talk about him a lot. Has Chris Brown said a Grammy award?
He has one. Yeah, he has one, and he said that he was...
Yes, and he was wearing the black... Yeah, okay.
And that was years ago.
Yeah, that was years ago.
But I mean, he has one Grammy, which is great. But
it's not televised.
He gets 22 nominations and he has one.
And
So like, but I'm not like, again, I don't want to go into Chris Brown. No, but I'm saying there are so many artists that don't have Grammys.
That's crazy.
Or have won Grammys, but have not been televised. And like the bigger awards and the bigger names.
Is it just all the black people just are not televised? Is that what it is? But we make up, like Jay-Z said, we make up majority of.
SZA won a lot, and I will say SZA should have won Album of the Year to me.
Yeah, her album was
because
good.
Her album was fire, and Snooze is still on the charts, and Snooze is still hitting. And I think her album was great.
It was really good.
I think she should have won, but like same with SZA. Like a lot of her awards, I think she came up there. One award she got was televised, but a lot of her awards weren't televised. And I get it's a lot, and it's a lot to announce, and it's a lot to do, but I just don't understand how someone like who has a household name like Usher has won awards and it's never been televised.
That's crazy.
And someone like Snoop Dogg, where all shades of the rainbow know who Snoop Dogg is.
Everybody knows who Snoop Dogg is.
And he's never won a Grammy before.
That's crazy. I didn't even know he's never won a Grammy before.
Never won a Grammy.
It's just wild to me. And like, it was nice to see though, like Victoria Monet getting up to say a speech and stuff. And like just seeing like black people go up and say thank you speeches and stuff. But it's just like, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. Like, who's in these rooms judging these music is what I want to know. Like, who's sitting down and like actually having these conversations, because y'all ain't doing it right.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a boardroom of people.
It's crazy.
Right?
Like, are you listening to the music? Like, are you guys paying attention?
Me don't know, but all I know is
that's crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts. Let's go in like order of events. The Super Bowl.
I actually watched that entire game.
I did too.
Am I surprised? Yes.
I did too.
Yes,
the first half of the game was very boring for me.
Yes, I know CFL and NFL are not the same guys, but because I know about CFL, it helped me understand NFL, okay? So I watched it.
It was a good game, like towards the end. The beginning I was kind of bored, so I went and I just quickly took a shower and like Biebs was making some chicken wings, so I'm just like so I took a shower, came back out, and it was like in time for the halftime performance, and I watched halftime performance. Mm-hmm. Now
let's break this down, baby girl.
I've been a day one Usher fan.
Yes.
Before there was Chris Brown,
there was Usher.
Big up Nicole. Me and Nicole went to the Confessions concert. Yes,
I was too young to go.
Great concert. Great vibe. Loved it. Usher's amazing. I truly love Usher. Like, I enjoy his music. But what I will say is, watching the halftime performance, I feel like he did a fantastic job. I think he did a fantastic job. I think Usher ushered. I think Usher did what he had to do. I think his vocal cords were there. I think he sounded great. I like the fact that, you know, he was out there showing all elements of his Vegas show. I like the fact that he was given a tease of just like how Atlanta is, how like he incorporated like Lil Jon and Ludacris. I loved it. We'll give a full breakdown soon, but I loved it. But it's not my top 5. It's not my top 5. I would say it's like my top 7 performance, but it's definitely not. It's not top 3 for me, and it's not top 5 for me. And it's nothing to do with my love for CB, but I just think Usher. It didn't. Go ahead and tell your thoughts before I jump.
He didn't give what I wanted him to give, or what I expected. I think I expected maybe too much of Usher, because like I was like, okay, Usher's about to do this halftime performance. This man's about to get his 15 minutes in. He's about to do what he needs to do. He's about to do the little tick 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 and start walking all over the place. Like, I was ready. And then like when I watched it, I was like, okay, like it was cute. Like it was not bad, because I love Usher too. Like, let's not get it twisted, because Usher's that guy. But it just wasn't, like, I felt like I was missing something. Like, I felt like something was missing. I don't know what. I will say, when it first started, I was hella confused as to what was going on.
I wasn't, because it made sense. It was Vegas.
I didn't realize. No, I didn't. I realized after. I'm saying when it like initially started, I was lost. And then I said, wait a minute, never mind, Vegas. And then I got it afterwards.
Yeah, it was very like straightforward for me. So just
sound dumb.
What? I just said for me, it's not. You don't sound dumb, but if you look and you see all the stuff, it just reads Vegas. You're in Vegas, all the man with the hand on the head, all the tricks and stuff.
It was just a lot.
Vegas.
I just felt overwhelmed.
Yeah, it was just Vegas. Okay, so his full set list. He started with My Way, which I thought was cool. I like My Way. Caught Up. You Don't Have to Call. Superstar.
He didn't do that song justice. I was so sad.
He didn't. Yeah. Superstar. Loving This Club. If I Ain't Got You. My Boo. Confessions Part 2. Nice and Slow. Burn. You Got It Bad. And Her did that. Bad Girl. Oh My God, or OMG. Turn Down for What? And then he ended it with Yeah. Here's what I think. He did not do justice for Superstar.
Not at all.
He didn't do justice for Nice and Slow. I think because I know what he did, the trend. What did Usher do at 7:00?
Yeah.
On TikTok, like that was a trend. And because of that, I feel like he could have done a little bit more of Nice and Slow. Burn, he did what he had to do, because Burn is a great song, but it just needed that.
Yeah.
That, you know what I'm saying? He did not need to bring will.i.am out. Because will.i.am, I'm pretty sure will.i.am did a Super Bowl once already.
He did already.
And I know he did that song.
He did.
So we didn't need to see that again.
I'm pretty sure.
And I know that that's his EDM record, but he could have done...
More was a good track. Was that like an EDM record? If you really want more?
It's Scream, not More.
Oh, no, it is called More.
It's called Scream.
Am I losing my...
If you really want more, scream it out louder.
It's called Scream? I
Yes.
thought it was called More.
It's called Scream.
Okay. My
bad. Yeah, like he has like good EDM records that he could have done. Pop records that he could have done. Me personally, I didn't need OMG. I feel like My Boo was really long.
Very long. Oh my gosh.
I was like, okay, cool.
Like, I get it. Like, I know that like that was a big track, but like, damn.
Alicia Keys really said it was too long because the way she started, my God. Like,
Y'all leave her alone.
I am not a singer, but I promise you,
leave her alone.
Everyone was like, "Woo!" Like
leave her alone.
I remember when I was watching it, and I went, "Woo!"
She had a little
happy.
Shan, please.
I was like, "Oh my god!"
I will say her little cat suit, little jumpsuit.
No, she looked good. Her body was bodying.
The body was bodying. I said, "All right, Miss
bodying.
Keys."
Listen, the body was plump.
Yeah,
I was like,
but
wow.
that song was too long.
Yeah, and it was just, you know,
he was hugging her up.
He was hugging her like he loved her, like he wanted to just tell her, like, you know, I love you. Just missed having a black woman in his life. It's okay though. I felt that was too long. I think everything else, I think he hit the mark when it came to like his songs and his song choices. I just honestly didn't need My Boo to be so long. I would have loved to have Nice and Slow not a lot, but a little bit more longer.
Yeah. Same with Superstar.
Yeah, Superstar as well, because that is the track. I get maybe it's not living room friendly, but it's still a bop. It's still a really good song. And honestly, I wouldn't have mind if he did You Remind Me instead of OMG.
He should have done You Remind Me instead of OMG, to be honest.
I would have liked You Remind Me better.
Now that you mention that, 'cause that was a big track too.
Because even like You Got It Bad, I wanted more. Like You Got It Bad was great, but I wanted more. Like I wanted more of that.
Again, like I said, I wanted more from Usher. Like I knew like he was gonna give, but I feel like there was way more he could have done. But I will say, when the man came on the roller skates.
Yeah, I wish he was skating a little bit more, man.
And the look of blue suit.
Yeah,
and the look of sparkle suit. I was like,
that second half when he did, I was like, all right.
No, that's what I needed from
said
jump.
good.
That's what I needed. And I was like, the look of blue suit with the rollerblade, roller skates. Sorry, yeah. He did that. No, he did that.
The energy was there.
Yeah, the energy was definitely there. So like, I will say the second half of the performance got me in, and then by the time I was in, it was over.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it was cool. If you rate it out of 10, what would you rate it?
I give it a strong 7.8 out of 10.
7.8.
Yeah, because like it was not bad at all. Like it wasn't bad at all. Like Usher was singing, but like I definitely need to see you in concert to make up for this Super Bowl performance. Because
I think after like reevaluating everything, watching everything, I would give it like an 8. 8.5.
Yeah, I basically gave
8.5.
Oh yeah, that's high.
It wasn't like, again, it wasn't the best, but for what Usher does, it was great. Like it was great. The skating, I would have loved him to do more of that element, but like the man was skating, the man almost fell and he played it off so well. Yeah. And then like reminding you, like, you know, the microphone shifts a little bit because he's wearing it on his head, but he was performing. Like he still did that.
Yeah, no. So we'll give him a 7.8.
I'll give him a 7.8.
We'll give him 7.8, 7.9.
Yeah, I really do
Honestly,
think it was great.
I'm just salty because he just didn't sing Superstar long enough for me, so that's why he's not getting 8.
Yeah,
and like, he's not getting 8 because that's my track.
So to know that like all the artists that he brought out, Jermaine
her
Dupri,
looked great. That bust down with the 2 little space buns, and I need everybody to understand that Justin Bieber was not coming. For all you people who sat there and watched it talking about you waiting for Justin Bieber, why?
Well, I mean, he did get invited. I know, but like, did ask him, but like think about it too. Baby was a big track, and like Usher like started Justin Bieber's
career, but like
career.
Guys, did you really think he was gonna come?
So I personally think that it would have been something.
But like at his big age, is he really out here singing Baby? Is what I want to know.
Well, maybe not, but it's still a track.
No, I know it's still a track, but I'm saying like, would he have come out at his big age to perform that song though? That's what I
think
saying.
If it with the Super Bowl, yeah, because it'll pull up the streams and it would just like it would have just made the streams higher. It would have helped push things. I mean, not that Justin Bieber needs any help with it, but I just think Justin is in a different headspace with his career now. Yeah. Because I really like with everything, like he was sick.
Yeah.
He recovered. He's getting back into the groove of things. I think he's trying to change his sound and his demeanor, and maybe that just pulls him backwards. That could also be a thing.
Like what we were talking about with Taylor Swift about evolving.
Yeah. I think he's evolved, and I just think like exactly what he said. He just wasn't feeling it. I don't think it was anything.
No, I don't think it was anything personal. I just think it's just not. he's just not in the right like headspace. Like it's not really like something that he was up to doing, which is fine.
Another thing that I have a theory of that I just might be looking too closely into
theories.
it. Okay, listen to me. The thing is, what I might think that I might just be looking too closely into
What's your
it
theory?
is I think that Usher hinted that Chris Brown and him were gonna do something big. I think Usher was gonna bring Chris Brown out. Here's my thing. I know Jay-Z probably would have been like over my dead body, but
we're gonna get to that. Go ahead.
But everybody was like asking for a verses. Everybody was saying verse this, versus that.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that like they need something bigger. They need something, a better, like they're working on something better, a better show, better something. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be verses, but it's going to be something epic.
Yeah.
So I think
he suggested that idea.
I think maybe, but again, I could be so far left field.
That's fine.
But I wouldn't imagine him not doing Party. I would not imagine him doing New Flame.
That's a trend on TikTok too.
But Party is a big track.
That Party's a big track.
That is one of Usher's like set list music, and he still like goes on with the residency, the tour. Like he performs Party.
Performs it. Yeah.
Like he does perform it. So
no, that's a song. That's a track.
Personally, I think because of whatever's going on between them, I think they were gonna do it, or I think he tried. And then I don't know what happened, but I think they tried. And then I think, I don't know any of these people. I think Justin Bieber didn't want to get involved into the mix up because Justin Bieber is cool with Usher and he's also cool with Chris Brown.
Yeah.
So I think maybe there's echoes. Maybe, I don't know. I could be completely wrong and speaking right out of my batu. But I'm just saying, I think Justin Bieber was like,
Yeah, because remember Justin was supposed to be on the album, but the song never made it, so he's not. He's friends with both.
He's mutual.
Yeah. So,
but I could be talking.
So here's my thing now. So what is the beef? Why won't Jay-Z let Chris Brown do anything? Like what's
what
the
happened
beef?
with Rihanna?
Yeah, but they dated after that. So what's the problem?
I don't know.
She got over it. Why are you still mad?
I don't know. Like I don't know what it is. I mean,
like I don't get it.
I just think
like this is just, like not even just saying because I'm a fan. Like I genuinely want to know. Like I just don't understand because like the amount of views and stuff that would have happened if Chris Brown came out. There
has been times. There has been times. I just don't know. It's something because there has been times since where Jay-Z was like cheering for Chris Brown and watching him perform.
I'm confused.
But I just think because of Tristan, just because of
at least we know about your man.
Yeah, I love my man. Yeah, I love you, baby. Just because of the roller coaster of Chris Brown, I just think that's probably why.
Yeah, but I feel like after all these decades and years, and even with the years recently that he's just been steady, like what's the beef?
I don't know. I can't tell you what the beef is, but that's just my little theory that I like to put together.
I mean, it don't sound too far off. Like it doesn't sound like crazy. But they're saying that the Super Bowl is going to be in New Orleans, I don't know how you say it, next year, and they feel like Lil Wayne's going to be the performer. And I was like,
I doubt it.
I was like, yeah, right. I'm like, you going to get that man to perform at the Super Bowl?
I don't know. No. I just don't think I don't think so.
I don't think he would do that.
And if he does do it, I don't think it'll just be him alone.
Oh, no, it wouldn't be him alone at all. He would bring out bare people.
But I don't think the people that he would, Drake.
Nicki
Minaj. But I don't think the people he would bring out would want to do it because I think Drake is hoping to do his own Super Bowl one day.
No, he could do it.
Who can do it? Drake?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can do it. Yeah. He can definitely do his own Super Bowl. He has enough hits.
No, I know that. It's not about the hits. I was just wondering about.
But I'm just saying it like this. I'm saying it right now. If Drake does a Super Bowl before Chris Brown, I'm cussing.
No, I'm fighting. No. I'm fighting. Jay-Z talks
cussing.
to me. I love how your favorite rapper is Jay-Z and your favorite artist is Chris Brown.
I know. It makes no sense.
No, I would fight. Like, who would I have to talk to? There's no way that I would ever let that happen. I don't know how I wouldn't let it happen, but it wouldn't happen. It can't happen.
We've been, since the Super Bowl, our TikTok has been getting more.
And I love that because we were correct. Whether you like Chris Brown or not, he would have ate that up.
Oh my, listen, I'm yelling, sorry. If Chris Brown sat down and if he did a Super Bowl performance, like
You're all watching it.
undeniable. What's the word?
Undeniable.
Undeniable.
Undeniably.
There you go. I was saying say that undeniably. What was I gonna say? Anyways, it's a fact.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put the words together right now.
Go ahead, girl.
Shut up. It's an undeniable fact. There you go. That's what I was trying to say.
There we go.
That Chris Brown is a phenomenal performer.
Yes.
Put away all the theatrics, put away all the gimmicks, put away everything.
All the drama,
everything
side. What you feel.
Put it to the side. If you are basing it off of talent alone, that man would slap up,
eat it up,
the Super Bowl.
And I dare I say it, I know MJ had the most views. Chris Brown would be right up there too.
I personally think it would be up there because people would be. I mean, every year it's up with the views, but I think people would be really excited to see, that. And then people would the haters would want to watch,
of course,
to see how it ends, or whatever. But either way, that man would go out there and demolish the entire thing. Like demolish. That man would give you choreo. That man would give you flips. That man would give you dips.
15 times in 30 seconds.
Listen to me. Within the first 2 minutes, he would have done 9 backflips on beat. Okay?
You don't remember the March Madness?
Let me tell you something. That man would kill it. Like, he would literally kill it. Like, and he has so many good hits that it's like,
it don't even matter what he sings.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
He would most definitely sing Run It because that started his career, but he could sing anything he wanted to after that.
Listen, he has all the tracks. He has the EDM records. Yeah, 3 times. Don't Wake Me Up. Beautiful People.
Yeah. He
has the dance tracks. He has the party. He has No Guidance. He has Heat. He has oh my gosh.
We're not even going in order in decades.
He has everything. Like literally everything that you can think of. He can do Deuces. He can go back out there and he can sing Loyal. He could sing Yo, excuse me, miss. He can sing Gimme That. He can go back out there and be like, okay, I can do Liquor.
Yeah.
I can do Turn Up the Music.
Yeah.
I can go out there and sing Don't Judge Me.
Yeah.
I can go out there and sing Say Goodbye.
Yeah.
I can go out there and sing Take You Down, Wall to Wall.
He can sing Poppin' if he wants to.
With You Alone.
With You Alone is done.
I just literally named like 15 tracks. I didn't say anything of his new records, which
nothing.
He doesn't have to sing any of his new records.
He wouldn't need to.
He could easily just go through his catalog. Let's talk about all of his features. Like,
you can't even get there because that's too much.
It's way too much.
Like I said.
I know this is a Chris Brown stan account.
Yes,
go ahead.
But facts is facts. Like, and you know what? I'm just happy that if I didn't get Chris Brown, at least I got Usher.
That part. And I'm happy that I know that everybody likes to draw a comparison with them, and everybody likes to mention.
You can't draw comparison, bro.
Every time somebody mentions Usher or whatever, you're going to mention Chris Brown. But I am happy that people are now saying, all right, it's time to let Chris Brown perform at the Super Bowl.
I'm glad what I love to see. I'm glad that you guys are all seeing that
everybody
now.
started to realize that Chris Brown
it's time now.
Like, put all whatever you feel about him aside.
Literally, everybody said Usher did Usher, but now it's time that you guys let this man perform the Super Bowl.
Chris Brown goes out there and it's
over.
A wrap.
It's done. It's done.
A wrap.
It's a wrap.
The man doesn't have to sing anything new.
Nothing.
He can just go out there and sing he can give you the Under the Influence.
What?
He can do it all.
And Under the Influence when the album came out to one that the song did numbers. It was like 4 years.
Listen, that man made a 2019 hit into a 2023 hit, okay?
All right.
Give that man his flowers.
Y'all just give him the stage, please. Please a beg.
He would, anyways.
He would eat it up.
Anyways, I said what I said.
And I meant what I said.
But Usher, good job.
But Usher, you did a great job, though. Don't get it twisted. I definitely had a time, and I definitely enjoyed it.
A time was had.
A time was definitely had. You did that. And I will be seeing you in concert, because I'm going to see more.
Great.
What else happened?
Valentine's Day happened.
Oh, yeah, we're going all over the place, so that's fine. Valentine's Day happened. How was your Valentine's? Are we?
Yeah, because Super Bowl was on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. What's Valentine's Day? What's going on, Miss?
Valentine's Day was great for me.
I love that for you.
Ow. I love that for you.
You smell nice.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
YSL.
Libre
Intense and Into the Night body spray on top.
Libre Intense.
Yeah, we combined our smells. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I want to talk about Valentine's Day because it was something that, obviously it just happened. And then I just saw a whole bunch of people posting. So I just want to say, now that Valentine's Day is over, some of you men need to work on your flower arrangements, your bouquets. Some of you posting those bouquets were very ugly.
Sure.
I'm just speaking the truth. Let's talk about it. Listen, I get it, but the grocery store flowers are bomb. You can also, it depends.
Depends on what grocery store you go to. Don't sleep on grocery store flowers.
I'm saying you don't have to bruck a pocket. You know what I'm saying? You can get a nice pocket. So you see like the Metros, you see like the Loblaws. You see like the Longos.
Longos is that girl.
Longos is that girl.
But she's expensive, but she's that girl.
It's really nice. Go in a Longos and get one of flowers and get it for your woman, for your man, for whomever. Longos is popping, okay?
Yeah, Longos is top tier.
But some of you are giving like
no frills?
It's not even not even a little Walmart. Like, no frills. The little 1-2 stems from Shoppers Drug Mart when it's just up at the front that they sell for like 2 minutes.
Stop.
Just work on the arrangement.
I mean,
I'm saying Loblaws and Longos are your best bet.
Even if you get one single rose, at least make it cute.
Right?
Like, at least show that you put a slight little effort.
A little bit of effort.
Like, I mean, I've experienced the one single rose thing, and but I'm a simple person. I will take a box of chocolate and a hug.
I don't know, kiss me on my forehead.
And I'll be okay. And I'll be like, oh my God, thank you so much. You thought of me.
So because my man went all out for me for my birthday, and
they don't do too much for Valentine's Day.
We don't usually do too much Valentine's Day, but then I got some clothes because the OVO sale.
And then Shane got
sale
excited.
was at his workplace. So then I was like, ooh, I got a nice vest, and buy me one nice vest. I want nice shots for the summertime. So I was like, yeah. And he went all out for my birthday. So I was just like, his birthday's in November. Our anniversary's next month. But I just wanted like some type of little treat for him so that,
Mm-hmm.
So we went to the Raptors game. And that's a little treat because, discount. Amen. Went to the Raptors game.
Well, the seats pretty close.
Yeah, it was good seats.
Okay.
It was really good seats. I was like,
shout out to the plug.
Yeah, the plug. Hey, watch you outside.
Shout out to you.
So the seats were really nice. We went to the game, and then I bought him these nice Hugo Boss shoes that he was eyeing. So I bought it for him. He wasn't expecting it, so that was nice. So I just wanted to give him a little...
So he did the okay when he opened up the box.
Yeah, like he smiled. I was like, were you expecting it? He's like, no, I didn't think you... He's like, I put a whole bunch of tissue paper in there so to give it away. But yeah, like he deserved it. And men need gifts too, okay?
As they
men
do.
need gifts too.
I'm the type of person that when you wine and dine me, I reciprocate the energy.
Yeah.
Because if a man is going to do for me, I'm going to do for you as well.
That part.
So when you don't give me SHIT, managi SHIT neither, I say it go. Mm-hmm. But if you give me stuff and I like you, I will gladly reciprocate the energy.
Yeah.
I will take you on a date. I will wine and dine you, baby.
I love buying
gifts
for my man. I love getting him stuff. I love planning. I love all that.
Yeah.
I know he hates it with a hardcore passion.
I'm trying to be my man.
Right? So because I know he hates it, and the fact that he's doing it to make me happy. Like even in like my birthday speech, man told me he's like, I'm a thug. I'm a gangster. You turn gangster into a lover man. So, pick up yourself. I started laughing because it's so true because he's so like chill, but like I feel the love from him in so many ways. Wow, I sound gushy.
Okay, big up my brother-in-law one time. You know the vibes.
I know, we're just...
my dogs.
Just,
you stupid?
This is next.
It's my dogs.
Okay.
Take time.
Amen. So yeah, I just love the fact that I spoiled him. And as much as like it's a narrative that Valentine's Day is for women, I think men should be loved up on as well.
You should. And I don't know why people don't like Valentine's Day. Like, what's the problem? Like, why don't you not like it? Like, what is it not to like? Like, I understand, it's a pagan holiday, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. It's so commercialized. Every day is Valentine's Day. Yeah, I hear you, miserable hoochies. I hear you. But like,
just say you don't have a Valentine. That's all you gotta do. Just say you don't have it.
Or if you don't celebrate Valentine with your significant other, that's fine. Then just be quiet and let people just love. Like, let people just enjoy the day.
Let the people just post their flowers. Yeah, even if it's from no frills.
Even if every day is Valentine's Day, this is just another day to be even more extra. Like, what's the beef? Like, I don't get it.
I normally, like, on Valentine's Day, we don't really celebrate Valentine's Day.
And that's fine. But it's like,
Like, I'll give him a chocolate. I'll give him a really small gift.
Yeah, but that is fine. You're just doing it because it's a day and it's just an extra day.
And my birthday is like 2 weeks before, so I'm not expecting so much.
Like, I don't like the people who say, oh, Valentine's Day is every day. That's good for you. But I'm just using this day again.
To love up on my man.
As another day.
To love up on my man.
All right. Like...
Why can't I just love up on my man?
And this is coming from somebody who's like, chilling. And people like to say that like they don't like to like single folks shouldn't say anything on holidays like this. Excuse me. I'm going to say all I need to say. But
celebrate it. Whether you're going to be with your girls and you celebrate. It's just a day to celebrate love. You don't need to be bitter.
It doesn't have to be like with a significant. Celebrate loving yourself. Celebrate loving your mom. Celebrate loving your dad. Like, y'all don't have to be so miserable.
Yeah. Like Valentine's Day, like it's just.
And like people go on like the meaning of it and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, anyways, like just don't be bitter.
Yeah. I personally just I think that Valentine's Day is a day of love.
Yeah.
And I just think that like it's okay to just show some love. It's not like you don't have to go all out.
Oh, speaking of Valentine's Day, didn't the Bob Marley movie come out that day?
Yeah, the Bob Marley movie. I need
to go see that. I've heard mixed reviews, but as a Jamaican, I have to go watch it.
Yeah, you want to support the thing, which is great. But yeah, I just think everybody needs to love each other. So just love each other. It's Valentine's Day. Just love.
Is this love? Is this
just
love that I'm feeling?
Girl.
It's in my head.
Just a question. Have you ever had a bad Valentine's? Like, have you had a worse, like, is there a time where you can remember where like, yo, that was the worst Valentine's I've ever experienced?
Honestly, I don't think so. I think there's been moments where like I was like sad, but then it never ended with me still sad. Cause there's one time, oh my gosh, am I gonna get cheesy? Yeah, there's one time I didn't have a Valentine's and Cheyenne bought me flowers, and I was like, oh, what a muffin.
Oh, I did do that. Yeah. I was like, I did.
Not you trying to remember.
I was like, when did I do that?
Aw, no, my sister bought me flowers. So
yeah,
like, it's never ended with me being sad. Still,
I usually give flowers sense. Like it was you, Tanisha, and Mom.
Yeah,
that I would give flowers to.
It's never like I've always had Valentine's, and whether like I like to joke, whether it was one of my hoes, I'm joking. Somebody showed up.
As they should.
So I've never been like sad about it.
I think I've had a Valentine's when I was sad, because I was dumb and in love with stupidness. So or in lust, I should say. So I did have a Valentine's Day when I was like, I wasn't like projecting bitterness, but I was just very sad. I didn't want to be around anybody. Mm-hmm. I just laid in my room and I'm just like, I can't wait for this day to get over. And then so I can go to the Shoppers Drug Mart and buy the candies half off and then come back home and just go back to my bed and eat the candy and be in peace.
That's happiness.
That's happiness for me. But I think there was one Valentine's Day where I went on a date. Like I think it was a day before or the day after Valentine's with my first time dating a white man.
Sorry, I'm laughing.
And love this. Like, he was such a nice guy. Like, went to high school with him. Very cute guy. And like I
wonder how he's doing.
I wonder. He probably has like kids and like married or something, or maybe not. But anyways, he was so sweet. And he asked me out, and I was like, I was like, okay. So I went. And I just wasn't used to certain things. Like, I know he was being a gentleman, but like, I was like, child, it's cold outside. Like, I'm coming out of my house. I'm going into like his car. He jumps out the car. I was wondering where he was going. And then a man opened the door for me. And I was like, okay. It's nice. It's nice to know that chivalry isn't dead. But at the same time, I was like.
Shan also doesn't date Caucasian men.
No, I don't. And then I was like, okay. So I come in the car, sit down, we're talking, we go to the restaurant. It was like cute. Like he was very nice. You could tell he was a little nervous. And this was years ago.
You said high school, girl. It was a very long time ago.
Yeah. Well, calm down. It wasn't in high school. It was like a little bit right after high school.
Same thing. So, that's still very
anyways, it was a long time ago, okay? So I think that was my first and last time dating a white man.
It was your first and last time dating a white man.
And it's no disrespect because I find I like white men. I just like to look at them.
Me on the other end.
Me Nadia. No, not Caucasian man.
I've dated a white. Does that count as white? Yeah, it definitely does count as white. This is Aaliyah.
It
Yeah,
was just
he
so
was a white
much.
man.
Like I just felt like it was like, okay, like let me get out the car. Like I had to wait. Like when he dropped me off back at home, I had to wait for him to like get out the car. Wait, I had to sit in the car. He's like, don't open your door. And I was like, okay.
His mom probably told him to do that.
Maybe, but it was just
Shan, you see, it's girls like her that make it hard for us.
I mean, it's
gosh.
cute, but like just leave. Just let me. This
Shan,
is okay.
You know what?
It was nice. It was a nice gesture. Like, do not get me wrong. It was a nice gesture.
People slamming the door in their face, bro.
Nah, like it's okay for me to open the door and you're sitting down, you give me a kiss, or like you pull up to the driveway, you know what I'm saying? Like you can open the door like when we're going to like a place of a like, you know, a public setting. Yes,
But
open
some
the door
women
for
like
me.
that.
But I don't want to sit in the car and
Yeah,
wait for you to come out the car,
some
go
women
all the
like
way
that.
around the car. By the time you do all that, I could have came out the car and come out by my door. Like,
Some women like that.
oh man, that
Oh
was the
my
first and last
gosh.
time I ever looked at that guy.
Oh my gosh. Can we talk about what's her name? Larissa Pippen and her little
Larsa.
whatever her name is. Larissa, that old man, and I look a young man, and I look a breakup that was going on. So I feel like we're all over the place, but I don't care. It's what it is.
Oh, we're talking about dating and Valentine's Day.
Like I just that's not weird.
Listen, I'm gonna say it like this.
Didn't they break up?
I guess for a minute, and now they're back, or I don't know. I think that girl is wild. I think the fact that that lady dating such a young man is wild, and the fact that like no one is really frowning upon it because she's she's a female. But the fact of the matter is that
That's grooming.
she's 49 years old.
Yeah, that's grooming. That's
49
grooming.
years old.
Yeah, that's grooming. And isn't he like in his 20s?
I wouldn't say he's in his 20s. Oh no, he's in his 30s.
Oh, okay.
He's a year older than me.
Okay.
So he's 33.
Okay.
But he has a late birthday, so
Mm-hmm.
he's turning 34 this year. So
And
he's
she's
a young,
basically 50.
yeah. So that's like a 20-year difference.
That's kind of gross.
I don't know, like I don't know how no one is not saying that. Again, with like her and like Drea,
Yeah, girl. Andrea got a 21-year-old son.
that's and the same age of the man that she's dating is the same age as her son.
Okay.
That's grooming, and it needs to be called out because
Yeah.
if this was reversed and this was a
male,
man,
yeah.
everybody would be in an uproar.
Yep.
Don't lie, don't deny. You know you would.
Yeah.
I think that it's insane that these women are dating these young men and it's looked as like cougar, or it's looked at as a fantasy coming to life,
No, that's gross.
or a fetish, or some of the sort. It's something of the sort. It's just insane that people are just so silent about it. That's disgusting.
Yeah, very much.
It's
Very much
flat
so.
out nasty.
Yeah.
Your kids and him were raised in the same atmosphere.
Yep.
They called you auntie. Like, are you nasty? That young man called you auntie at one point in life. At one point in your life, you and Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen were all walking around as friends, husband and wife, friends of a wife in the industry, all the things that in the sports industry. And you're picking them. We're growing up together, running up and down, calling each other cousins. And now you're dating. That's disgusting.
That's
like,
gross.
There's nothing else to say about it. Whether they broke up for 5 minutes and then they got back together because she deleted all her pictures. She's also behaving like a freaking
And she's
child.
so immature about, do you unfollow your exes off of social media? Like, girl, how old are you?
49 and acting like a 5-year-old.
Girl, please. But do you unfollow your exes off of social media? Like, how old are you, girl?
And like keeping
ugh.
and mind you, like her and Scottie Pippen, there's an age difference too, because Scottie Pippen's 58 and she's 49.
Yeah.
So it's not that big
No,
of an
theirs
age
is not
difference.
that. Theirs is not that big of an age difference.
But
Because she's about to be 50, and he's gonna be what, 59?
yeah,
That's it. They're in the same age group.
it's insane that's what people are doing.
No, that's gross.
And it's insane that she's dating him and nobody is saying a word. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's terrible. I think she's a clout chaser. I think she's gross. I think she's manipulative. She's not getting rid of her last name because of what it brings to her. So it's like just the fact that you know that you're dating someone
Yeah.
and you're dating a young man that you like babysat and raised is disgusting.
How do you feel about that? When people were once together and then the woman doesn't change back her last name to her maiden name and she keeps the last name of the man that she was married to. Does it matter about how long they were married and stuff like that? Or like, does that not matter?
I think that's a good question. I think it factors into two different things. I think if I'm keeping your last name, it's because like I don't intend to get married. I don't intend to do anything else. And I'm like, especially if it was like a mutual thing and a respect thing and we're just like we're divorcing, but we're both like have no desire to get married again. It has to be an understanding between me and that partner.
Yeah.
That person, I should say. So it's like if I know I'm not going to get married again, or if I know that I don't have any desire to get married again, and you're cool with me keeping your last name, because it's a lot of work to get all that stuff done. It's a lot
of paperwork.
It's a lot of paperwork. So like if you and I are both cool with it and we have an understanding, that's great. But me personally, if we are divorcing and we are not working things out, I'm not going to keep your last name, because here's the thing. It's just going to be a constant reminder of me being your wife at one point in life. And now that I'm no longer your wife, I don't need the last name.
But what if you like made like a brand from that name? Like what if you have like that's like people know you as Cheyenne Shante.
Right.
And now you're no longer Cheyenne Shante. You're
right.
Cheyenne Joshua. And
right.
Like now, do you switch it out from being Cheyenne Shante because you've built a name on that name and you've built businesses, you've got brand deals, you've done all this thing off of Cheyenne Shante. But now Cheyenne Shante is no longer because you and that person have split up. Like, what do you do then?
So I think if it's like a branded thing and it's a business thing, then yeah, like I understand why people need to keep that, because it's a lot harder for you to like change your business, for you to change things. It's difficult. It's a difficult process and it's a heavy process.
Yeah.
So I completely understand in wanting to keep that for branding. But if I do get remarried or I marry someone else, I'm not going to keep your last name. Like it's like Jaclyn Hill. I'm not going to keep Jaclyn Hill, and I married a whole other man.
She kept it though.
She did.
Yeah.
And I
don't think she's changing it either.
She's not. But at the same time, it's like also her husband passed away.
Yeah, unfortunately. He passed away.
I think there's also...
But she was keeping it regardless.
Right. I just think, for me personally, like I get it and I understand the steps. I think to each is their own on that situation. But for me personally, I don't think I'd be able to keep a last name.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably, in like the Jaclyn Hill situation, like aside, like even if he didn't pass away, I see kind of why she did that, because she literally built her entire career off of Jaclyn Hill, and her entire YouTube career and all that stuff like that literally came from her name. So I feel like I kind of understand why she hasn't changed it, because it would be weird to change it in the media wise, but I feel like maybe she changed it like just behind like closed doors. Like she doesn't go by Jaclyn Hill unless it's like for business purposes, because now she is married again. But I feel like in her case that's a little bit difficult, because it's like, damn, I built a whole life off of this name, a whole career off of this name. So that's a little bit more difficult. But I feel like this Larissa, whatever her name is just doing it for clout. Larsa is just doing it because
she's mixed up. Like that's how she is. She's mixed up, and I think she's just doing it. I think I think it's wild, and I think with the rivalry with Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan, it's insane that they're dating, and I just think at the end of the day, it's nasty.
Yeah, it's
nasty work, and that is definitely it's given the P word. It's given that because you are just disgusting, Drea. You're disgusting. If you are indeed pregnant by this young man, you are disgusting. You are all nasty.
About that. That's gross.
At the end of the day, that is a child.
And you have a child that's the same age as a child.
It's like me. I would never date anybody that's my father's age. Are you insane?
No.
You're old. If my daddy is my daddy, then you're old enough to be my father. I don't need to date you. That's disgusting. Get the F away from me. I would never. I'm not dating. And again, to each is their own. Whatever you do, that's your business, right? But me personally, I can't feel comfy knowing that you are the same age as my dad.
This is just opinions.
And there's no shot at anybody. It's just I can't.
No shade. Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Not for me.
Not going to. Don't need to. That's gross.
Not for me.
I'll
I do
pass.
like a little age difference, but not so much.
I can't. It's the same thing. I can't date anybody younger.
Not to sit down and hear, like, if we can't talk about certain things, then no. Like, when I realize, like, we can't talk about certain things, then that means you might be either too young or too old.
That part. And then also, too, it's just, like, I factor it of, like, my siblings.
Facts.
If you are my sister's age, fine. If you are younger than my sister, I'm not talking to you. Like, that's my limit.
Yeah, if
like,
you're older, if you're like my oldest brother's age, that's pushing it.
Yeah, that's a no for me.
Like, that's pushing it.
That's a no for me.
Like, I can think about it, but it's pushing it. But I can think about it.
I can just do like a 5 years. Thank God I have my man, so I don't have to worry about that at all. But mine is just 5 years tops. Like, I'm comfy with knowing that. I would not go.
Like, like, at least when you were born, the person was 5.
That part. That part.
Not when you were born and the person's 15.
No. Absolutely not. Let me just. I don't know why it looks that way.
Why we switched?
Yeah.
There we go. Technical difficulties, but we're gonna say bye.
But if it does, we'll be fine.
Well,
wait.
Is that all of the monthly recap of our rambling? Of our catch-ups?
Speaking of also young and love and dumb. Wow. Young, love, and dumb. This whole tattoo on the face trend.
Bye.
I just
please bye.
There's so much young dumb things that are going on. So let's just let's just quickly go into your young and dumb. Okay. So first thing, tattooing a man's face on your body, especially like on your face, you have mental health issues. I don't want to diagnose you. I'm not a doctor. But if I were a doctor, you have mental health issues.
Yeah. It's giving no.
Mental health issues. What do you tattoo for what?
Like why? Like why?
Like a whole man's face.
Like just why?
Is on your face. I wouldn't even like
you couldn't put it on your back?
I wouldn't even tattoo Jesus' face on my body.
But you don't even know
what Jesus look like. So if I just don't understand.
I'm saying, and this is not against anybody. If I believe in the Lord up above, one God and one God only. But guys, when you're tattooing this man who died on the cross for us on your body, you don't even know what he looks like. A lot of people tatted somebody that somebody else just is assuming. And just saying, okay, this is what he looked like.
Just like how people assume Jesus is white, even though Jesus is black. But anyways, let me tell you something. It's not it. Like you got, cause Sean is already, she needs help.
Please.
Then you have that Celine Powell girl goes and puts Antonio Brown on her face. Like, it's like, what is this trend? And it's like, it's so dangerous because there's so many young girls out there that think this is the way to show your man that you love him.
And then there's a girl a Spanish girl on TikTok who tatted her girl's face on her about like 5 times.
Yeah, no, that girl's an idiot. That girl needs help.
No, but I'm just saying, but like they're doing it.
That they need help.
They're doing it.
They all need help.
And it's wild to me.
You have mental health issues. If you are tattooing a man's face on your face, you have anywhere on your body, you have mental health issues.
I know people are like, some people are against like the names and the initials and all of that stuff. And but what happened to that? Like a little initial, a little name. Like what happened to that trend? Like when did we start tatting faces? Whole portraits?
Like I just don't know why it's a thing.
I don't get it.
with people just going around and putting on tattoos on their face. Like, and then it's like for that little girl,
and she had it on her neck to cover it up to put it on her face.
You went and put it on your neck, covered up the neck, and then put it on your whole face, like on your face, and like tattoo like the man's name above your eyebrow. And that man has shown plenty of times that this is a joke to him and he does not care about you. And like, it's just the man's incarcerated and you're putting the man's face on your face.
The man makes fun of his baby.
Like, he says the baby is not his.
Oh my gosh.
And like, you have Jonathan on above your eyebrow and then you have the man's face on your face. Why? And it's like the mugshot of his face is on her face. She didn't even choose a picture of him like smiling. Y'all just look crazy. At the end of the day, you look nuts. Putting a man's face on your face is nuts. If you want to like put an initial, whatever,
like that,
matching tattoos,
do your thing. But a portrait?
Fine. A whole portrait on your face. How are you going to cover that?
You can't.
Like, and that's another thing. It's like,
I just, it's not for me.
You're going to turn old and gray and have a whole man's face on your face that more than likely you won't be together. You know what? Let me not. It's mental health issues and it's scary. And I think a lot of people need to start identifying that.
These tattoo artists need to stop saying yes.
That part.
Y'all need to start saying no. So these people can no. Say no. Like, stop doing the work. Like, stop doing that.
A little girl looks nuts. Like,
she's crazy.
She looks nuts.
Before you go tie your son on your body.
Before you go tattoo your son's name on you,
my
you go
gosh.
put a whole man's face that you're not dealing with. Like, barely dealing with.
Oh, that's not dealing with you.
Let me say something. Like, that part, I just think you need help. Another segment for young and dumb that I'm going to quickly get into is that the maturity level for some of you folks is surfacing and is showing that you can't work in an industry where you need to be maturing. You need to really sit down and evaluate yourself and ask yourself if you can A, take constructive criticism, B, how do you react to constructive criticism, and C, how do you apply constructive criticism? Now, hear me out. I'm saying this to say that whether you're in the music industry, whether you are in the dance industry, whether you are in the sports industry, whatever it is, everyone has room to grow. Everyone starts from somewhere. Have you ever started something and you look back at it and you're like, ooh, I could have done this differently. I could have done that. Like, you get like cringy. Like,
yeah, sometimes in like when I'm dancing.
Right.
Yeah, like little things. Like, yeah.
Like, I could have done something better.
We could have fixed that, but it was cute. But we could have fixed that.
And it was cute for the moment.
Yeah.
Now, if someone were to give you constructive criticism, say on a freestyle, like I do, you always do that one jump all the damn time. And I always tell you, Aaliyah, stop doing that jump. Do something else in your freestyle. Like, do you take that to heart or do you take it as constructive and you need to apply?
I probably initially took it to heart, but then when I looked back at like footage and I'm like, wait a minute, you really do need to switch it up. Then I didn't get offended. And I was like, okay, maybe you should probably try something new.
But why did you take it to heart?
Why did I take it to heart? Mm-hmm. I think just because it was just something that like I was doing wrong and I felt like I was doing something in a sense of like, oh, I thought I was eating it, but I really wasn't. But then I changed my mind. I was like, okay, never mind. Like, you actually do that a lot. Try something different because you are more than capable of doing something different.
So at the end of the day, you apply it.
Yeah.
Okay. So if someone tells you something and they're trying to assist you with something, you shouldn't take it as an insult. You shouldn't take it personally.
And if you do, evaluate that and why you took it that way and then see, okay, maybe where was this person coming from?
Right. But if you expect to make it in any industry without learning how to take healthy constructive criticism and applying it to yourself, then you're not going to make it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just that simple. It's anything. It's any industry you're in, whether it's corporate, sports, dance, entertainment industry, and you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, everything. Like,
if somebody's giving you constructive criticism, they obviously care.
That part.
They obviously care a little bit because if nobody's talking to you and nobody's telling you anything and nobody's telling you that you're doing something wrong or something could just be tweaked a little bit, they don't care about you.
They're setting you up to fail.
And they will replace you and they don't care.
They'll set you up to fail. So if someone's trying to help you, look at it as assistance and look at it as an opportunity to apply and make yourself put yourself in a better environment.
Yeah.
Don't put a chip on your shoulder and then walk around and act as if like you don't know what anybody's talking about or people don't have the right to give you that constructive criticism, especially when those people have been in whatever industry that you've been in for a minute. If they're a mentor, if there's some form of if they're a higher platter, if they're on a higher magnitude compared to you. Honestly, wow. long story less long. Sorry, it gets me like heated when I just think about these things. But long story less long. Just know that like the way you react to things is going to determine your maturity level in a setting and if someone's going to want you in that setting. Your reputation is all you have in any industry that you go in. Whatever you do, it's your reputation. If you are difficult to work with, if you don't take constructive criticism well, if there's something where like you don't handle problem solving well, then you can't work in an office environment where you need to problem solve. If you can't handle feedback and applying it, then you can't be in a hands-on industry, whether it's dance, singing, acting, whatever the case may be. You need to be able to apply what people are giving you, that feedback, apply it, evaluate yourself, and then move forward. But if you show you can't handle things, or you make excuses, or you walk around like your shit don't stink, no one's going to want to work with you.
Yeah.
And you will learn the hard way.
You will. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. If you think that you're the ish and you think that certain things are going to get you places, it's not. And always remember that this world, as big as this world is, these industries is very small, because when somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows you, you should be careful, especially in this dance industry. You might be outside, you think nobody knows you, but trust me, someone knows, and they know how you behave, and they know how you are to work with, and they know all the things, and that will determine how long you last in this dance world and any job that you book.
So just know that like it's something where it'll stay there. And again, you could take what I'm saying as a grain of salt, but this like it's all factual, and you'll see whether you want to learn the easy way or you want to learn the hard way. You will see.
Who don't hear most feel.
That part. There was something that you just said that you want to mention.
Oh gosh, what did I say? I said Chris Brown's music video. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, there was something else though.
Sugar dumplings.
It's okay. It's okay.
Remember.
It was something that we want to talk about. Anyways,
honestly, this is just a bunch of rambling. Thank you so much for.
It wasn't a bunch of rambling.
No, I'm saying I feel like I was just rambling.
Oh no, you were talking to things.
I mean, this is what we do a podcast for, but like we
were talking about things that occurred.
Yes.
But yes, we appreciate you tuning into this episode. You know the drill. Just make sure you're following us on all of our social media platforms. CheyTea Podcasts. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you in another episode very soon. And I'm saying it now. It's going to be the Chris Brown episode, so get ready. Get ready.
Listen.
She doesn't believe me. Get ready. Shh. Bye. You
guys better listen to it too, eh?
Get ready.